for BA in Canada.
What you at? What you using?
Stream, y'all.
Oh, that's a streaming network platform?
Yeah.
Are you ain't on
Twitch?
Are you not on Twitch?
I ain't even get into Twitch yet. I gotta get into it.
Why this and that Twitch?
Because that's how I started. But listen, that's what I'm saying. Just don't cuss.
YouTube, Twitch, TikTok.
Oh man, I'm messing up. See, you about to make me cuss. Let's cut on the comments. In case some of the fam pop in, how they do. Oh shit, both on screen though. We good. Yeah, so like for the first 10 minutes, we don't do no cussing. But what we gonna be reacting to today is man connected to Damien Mcdaniels, the freaking sociopath serial killer from where was he from? I forgot what that was at. But y'all nigga is crazy, man. So we gonna get into
Be kept, Peter drill with Willis stick, but white boy love that Draco pelt. Free T man up out the fence, soon as he drop that niggas dead. If Lolo drop the bag, I'm on your ass, bitch, I need that bread.
His pockets are still here. And then he got blood all in his face.
all right, go live. Like,
This the other video right
I
here.
don't know how many
I don't know his position in this situation. That's what I'm saying.
My position there.
So I'm saying, so you are white boy homeboy, is what you saying.
Oh yeah, let me clear that up.
Oh, so, okay. See, I don't even know what you doing here.
So why they saying he wrong?
okay, so I'm bringing.
Yeah, let me clear that up.
You know me, niggas were really sitting on me, fool. Niggas had me in their palms like this. Niggas had me in their palm like this on my baby. Niggas could have rioted, got me. You hear me? Niggas not on that on my baby. If I see your ass, I'm gonna sit on your ass for 12 hours if I have to, nigga, on my children.
Hold on. So we get ready to bring bruh up to speed right quick. We gonna pause. But you know what? The family, he kind of be on point. He might connect everything. But this one of his homies
Gonna do the same thing to you, so why not do it to them? Why show them compassion?
Now listen to what this nigga about to say, bro. Cause he just say some gangster stuff, right? And he looked like my little bro.
Kid.
My youngest bro. He looked. I was like, yeah.
When they ain't gonna show your phone no compassion. Basically,
Saying he ain't spam shit.
Hey, for wait, they ain't gonna spare me.
Put it like
yeah,
that.
wait. When if they son end up dead and they come to court, they ain't gonna spare me in the courtroom.
Hey, I know it.
Hey, you hear what he said? He said when they son end up dead and they come to court, they ain't gonna spare me in the courtroom. He didn't say if a nigga catch me loafing, they ain't gonna spare me. He let you know. Yo, you gotta go watch the video I did on that day. One of his victims' cousin hit me on Instagram. Was like, yeah, I hope he do rest of his life. He killed my cousin. I'm like, damn, can I interview? She was like, no, I don't want to be all out in the public. She was like, but yeah, I like your content. I was like, damn, I want to do it.
You hear me?
If you've lost over 75K sports betting on DraftKings or FanDuel, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Click below.
New information coming into the WBTN 30.
That's when they ain't gonna show your phone no compassion.
Basically, saying he ain't spam shit.
Hey, for wait, they ain't gonna spare me.
Put it like
yeah,
that.
wait. When if they son end up dead and they come to court, they ain't gonna spare me in the courtroom.
Hey, I know it.
They gonna want my ass. You hear me?
You see the difference in the nigga? He said they not gonna spare him in the courtroom. He said, I know a nigga ain't gonna spare me. He ready to kill. He ready to get killed. Two different type of niggas.
New information coming into the WBTN 13 newsroom. Birmingham police announcing they've made an arrest in connection to the deadly mass shooting at 5 Points South.
Out of Birmingham, we have just confirmed new charges against the man charged in the 5 Points South mass shooting.
His name is Damien McDaniels, and he's now linked to another mass shooting, and court records just reviewed. We see that McDaniel was charged with 11 counts of homicide, killing 11.
I guess we back in Birmingham, Alabama today. It's been a minute. Today we talk about a young rapper who lost his life inside his car.
Man, how you wake up and do multiple mass shootings, bro? That's a mind. That's a mental deficiency, bro.
Yeah, you fucked up in there.
Like like you hear how he was talking, like, yeah, nigga, And
He ain't even worried about the last killer. He's about the next one.
the next killer.
Drill that's
Y'all
becoming
catch my
quite
next
normal
victim.
for Alabama. Now, what makes this video even more crazier is that this young man's demise comes less than 48 hours after dropping a music video, associating himself with some well-known figures in Alabama. And like they say, fam, sometimes you ain't gotta be the one to pull the trigger, but if you affiliated, according to their enemies, you just as guilty. That pretty much seemed like the story we got here today. And the thing about this is that a lot of people didn't know this young man was even home. He was just arrested less than a year ago on some serious charges connected to some murderers, which we'll later discuss in the video. Fast forward months later since that public arrest, now he's out shooting music video, shouting out a man who's connected to some bodies, not to mention connected to a hood that was affiliated with the mass murderer who we also talked about last year. I'll leave the link in the bio. According to Birmingham Police Department, this was a young man who was responsible for 14 bodies in 12 months. Not to mention, this the same neighborhood he's repping that another local rapper was from, who we also covered, identified as White Boy Spin, who some say was set up by the homie he was driving with, a man who was allegedly responsible for months later since that public arrest. Now he's out shooting music video, shouting out a man who's connected to some bodies, not to mention connected to a hood that was affiliated with the mass murderer who we also talked about last year. I'll leave the link in the bio. According to Birmingham Police Department, this was a young man who was responsible for 14 bodies in 12 months. Not to mention, this the same neighborhood he's repping that another local rapper was from, who we also covered, identified as White Boy Spin, who some say was set up by the homie he was driving with, a man who was allegedly responsible for killing his ops and 2 feet.
Hey, if you made it this far in the video, hit the like button and subscribe, folks. You know what I'm saying? And go over there to Family TV, hit the like button and subscribe over there. You spell
emails during a game war. Just like the previous videos, I'll leave the link in the bio. But it goes to show you, we talked about all that. And while some say beef never ends, it's a clear example of that. Some say this man don't be in nothing. Mind his business, get money, and stay out the way. Only him and God know that. But truth be told, when you affiliate with people like this, and you start making music videos, making yourself a bigger target, you gotta know what come with this. It's unfortunate, but it's hard reality. So in today's story, we're bringing it all together, step by step, in order to show you what really led to this moment. It's another sad story, but as mentioned, we headed back to Birmingham, Alabama to pay our respects and go over all public details. And
man, you can't go be no rapper after you just was on the news with your man.
Just on it, well,
on
you can. That kind of like Bush, but
it boost your ass right into a casket.
Yeah, do that too.
It ain't working out how you think. Because niggas see you with this guy who got 14 bodies in 11 months. That's 14.
Well, that's how you know niggas be having mental issues and motherfucking conditions going on. They just be wanting some type of clout. Because
that's past clout though, bro.
But think about it though.
That's
why if you really out here putting in work like that, why do you want to be front street a rapper, right? And then I go back to
his homie. Why you doing an interview for a YouTuber knowing that you just got multiple mass shootings, not just one? Like, cool, you got into it and you shot into a crowd. Not saying it's cool, but if it was in the heat of the moment, you was defending yourself, that's one thing. But you shot up multiple crowds of people multiple times. That's
child best to learn from, not to mention keeping the family informed like always. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family, for all the information we've been putting out in the last 2 years pertaining to Birmingham, Alabama, by going over the black and white by the local police and the district attorney's office, then we know it's been a war going on the west side of Birmingham since 2022. And some say it started after a 19-year-old lost his life, which led to the opposition going on to rap about it. Instantly, not only putting a target on his back, but anyone who was affiliated with him and his crew. Started after a 19-year-old lost his life, which led to the opposition going on to rap about it. Instantly, not only putting a target on his back, but anyone who was affiliated with him and his crew. Now at this point, we know the link in the bio, and we covered most of this. But to give you a brief rundown, it started back in 2022 in April, when a 19-year-old lost his life. And according to public records, he was a
day after my B-Day. Niggas up there dropping mass homicides and shit. Shit's crazy.
affiliated with the street gang operating in Birmingham. The group was one of several street gangs called out publicly by Mayor Randolph Woodford in a social media post on September 4th.
You can't be on camera with the phone and shit.
2022. That young man was identified as Davion Marcel Hickley, aka Trigger or TSMG Trigger Man. He was shot to death in a large-scale assault with multiple shooters.
You can't even have niggas hop on the podcast with you because they can't put the phones on mute and shit. See how niggas is? Y'all know I could have been up here rocking out, you know what I'm saying? But we go to put the homie on with us, and he got the phone all on, you know what I'm talking about, man? Niggas is crazy, man. I don't even know what to say. I'll fuck it around.
On the 800 block of 3rd Avenue West on the border of Bush Hills and Rising West Princeton. At the time, he was identified as a member of H2K, Hard to Kill.
We've been following this morning out of West Birmingham. He's giving us new information in just the last few minutes.
And see, that's how you know Chicago had a big, major influence on the whole world. Because before Chicago, I don't remember too many neighborhoods or gangs going by just 2-3 letters. STL, EBT, all that type of shit. So that's just another effect that Chicago had on the world. Entertainment, the streets of the world. I don't know how you want to put it, but I think that's all come from Keith and them. That's all Keith and them influence. Now, I'm not saying they're responsible for the stuff these guys are doing, because again, this dude got multiple mass shootings with multiple victims of being deleted at one time. Again, you spending on the block because somebody did something to you, I think is, you know, it is what it gotta be at some time. But for you to just be pulling up and shooting up crowds of people time after time after time, I think that is really insane. I think you do have a mental issue.
Minutes about what happened.
Jonathan Skinner joins us live. He's been on the scene all morning. Jonathan, what's the newest information?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, we just confirmed, of course, this being a homicide within the last hour or so. Police are still on the scene here in West Birmingham. This is just a few blocks away from Princeton Hospital, between Princeton Parkway and 9th Street West in Birmingham. Now, we do know that at least one person was killed. The person was taken to a local hospital in a private vehicle and was pronounced dead at that local hospital. Now, detectives had been on the scene all morning. This happened around 2:30 a.m. and detectives have still been on the scene since around that time. Crime team tape still up from about the Advanced Auto on 9th Street West all the way up to the Burger King at Princeton Parkway. And still investigators are here this morning. And if we came out here, you could actually see still some of the actual bullet holes that are in the side of the Advanced Auto parts here. So this was a wide thing. And if we came out here, you could actually see still the Advanced Auto on 9th Street West all the way up to the Burger King at Princeton Parkway. And still
You ain't get shot for some Burger King, bro. Fuck the Burger.
And was pronounced dead at that local hospital. Now, detectives had, we just confirmed, of course, this being a homicide within the last hour or so. Police are still on the scene here in West Birmingham. This is just a few blocks away from Princeton Hospital, between Princeton Parkway and 9th Street West in Birmingham. Now, we do know that at least one person was killed. The person was taken to a local hospital in a private vehicle and was pronounced dead at that local hospital. Now, detectives had been on the scene all morning. This happened around 2:30 a.m. and detectives have still been on the scene since around that time. Crime team tape still up from about the Advanced Auto on 9th Street West all the way up to the Burger King at Princeton Parkway, and still in.
So did he get smashed at Burger King with AutoZone? Like, why y'all got all?
Investigators are here this morning, and if we came out here, you could actually see still some of the actual bullet holes that are in the side of the Advanced Auto parts here. So,
hit me with that shit. the hell's big as a mug and bricks.
This was a wide area where this where this incident occurred, and we are still working to get more details right now. We're looking to see if there are any other injuries, any other victims in this situation. But what we can confirm to you right now is that at least one person died here this morning, and this all happened.
Man, the way he was in that video talking with his homie, he better die shooting back. Cause nigga, you couldn't been hanging with no nigga like that, and you just got smoked with no. You know what I'm saying? You better have some type of damn. It better be your shells. Better be out there on the ground too. Cause the way your man was talking in that video, and the way he was going with him, I know he had to be prepared for some shit like this to come. He already said out his own mouth, you know, niggas ain't gonna spare him. They job like toast.
Around 2:30 a.m. As we learn more details, we will share those with you as well. Reporting from West Birmingham, Jonathan Skinner, WBRC.
In this legendary space MMO, the heroic acts and merciless betrayals of its players.
Fox 6 News.
Rumors is that a retaliation assault was planned at his funeral at Friendship Missionary Baptist Church in Brighton, which led to an increase of police patrol. Brighton Police Chief.
See, that's how I know it's something they putting in the water. Listen to what bruh said right here.
Larry Woods attempted a retaliation assault was planned at his funeral at Friendship Missionary.
Now, when I was young, a couple of homies got killed in some mass shooting type shit. And the killers wanted to go shoot up the funeral and pulled up and told niggas they would have shot it up, but the police was out there. That don't sound crazy? You finna shoot up the funeral with family members and shit that's mourning that don't have nothing to do with the shit you got going on?
Crazy shit.
Friends that don't even know him from the streets, know him from job, work, school, just paying their respects, and now you wanna
Neighbors, friends of the grandmother, friends of aunts, and that's crazy.
That shit is not cool. You do not get no cool points for that shit. That shit is not cool, bro. The retaliation was planned for his funeral, bro. I think the family TV covered another joint where a dude got shot right outside the damn what's the joint they have after the funeral?
The repast.
Yeah, he got shot going in the repast. They pulled up, killed him going in the repast. It was the brother of the nigga that got killed. Right.
Missionary Baptist Church in Brighton, which led to an increase of police.
That's
patrol.
why
Brighton.
That's why I stay out the YN's way. I don't hang with no YNs. Fuck you talking.
Police Chief Larry Woods attempted to detain a driver of a silver BMW who pulled up to the church with a handgun in his lap, but the suspect fled. TSMG will also take another blow with another man identified as the white D'Angelo Thomas Jr., aka Didi. He said he'd been driving for TSMG during a shootout while driving a stolen Audi SUV. He was found on the 700 block of 6th Avenue West in Greymount.
Names may have changed. What they do is not. I spoke with former ATF agent and current Calera Police Chief David Heitch to learn more about gang activity here in Central Alabama. He says many street gangs are still selling drugs and firearms. In particular, one of the pillars of many of their businesses will be actually weed, and that's because it's very profitable, in demand, and most police forces are paying attention to harder drugs. Back in Chief Heitch's time with the ATF, he says there are a lot fewer gangs, but that has shifted in the last decades. Gangs have become, quote, more fluid, and because of that, he has no idea how many gangs could be active right now.
I think that's some shit that came from the higher ups too. In LA, a lot of the gangs, the younger gangs, they have like multiple gang colors in one gang. Some niggas might be Crips, some niggas might be Blood, some niggas, and all them niggas are hanging together. So it's like the police will pull up and don't know what set the shit is. It'd be with the younger gangs though.
Now in Central Alabama, and that lack of structure may be behind the recent rash of shootings.
Documentary on them.
They're about making money, but the shootings
are over ridiculously silly.
From the outside looking in at this point, things will look crazy because it seemed that
It ain't nothing you finna tell me this nigga Damien McDaniels, they did nothing to him to shoot up damn near 30 people in 2 shootings. We're not talking about the other shootings where it was 1 or 2 people here and 3 people there. I'm talking about 14 people on one shooting, 18 people on another shooting. Nobody did nothing that serious to that nigga. Unless they grape this mother or something, ain't nobody do nothing that serious to that nigga.
TSMG had a target on their back, but only they allegedly knew by who until someone went to rapping. Not 1, but 2 members from an alleged group called 41st.
Light-skinned
The
niggas
rappers
be the crazy niggas, bro. Look at this nigga. The lighter they is, the crazier
TSMG
they is.
had a target on
I'm
their
just
back,
being
but
honest.
only they allegedly knew by who until someone went to rapping. Not 1,
He
but
look like
2
you,
members
right?
from an alleged group called 41st. The rappers was identified as 41st AJ and White Boy Spin. September 2nd, until someone went to rapping. Not 1, but 2 members from an alleged group called 41st. The rappers was
Niggas hit the police car.
They ain't spanked the police car.
Niggas hit the police car. That's a police car. That's the siren bar. Damn, and them windshield joints, like they was trying. Look, the whole other window shot out. Man, I wonder was the police in that motherfucker, or did they just shoot an empty police car?
identified as 41st AJ and White Boy Spin. September 2nd,
His
2022.
fucking name is White Boy Spin. I just said it'd be the light-skinned niggas. That's the crazy one. Hey Mo, the
The track
light-skinned
title,
niggas be
Smacking
the
and
crazy
Spinning.
niggas.
In those lyrics, you hear White Boy Spin taking credit for the demise of TSMG Trigger Man. Going as far saying he got hit in his head from his head.
Getting this nigga named Trigger Man. He already got three tit tats on his face. Boop, 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 boop. And a cross on this side. What do the parents be? Let me see my son come in after school with a motherfucking tear tat. What the fuck is that?
Right, you know how that shit is.
No, I know how it was when we was young. Cool, because I was a youngin.
Exactly.
But now I couldn't imagine being a parent and seeing this shit.
Man.
Yo, listen. When we was young, we had high point 380s. We had deuces, a deuce 5.
I didn't have no high point.
We had 38s. We had 38s. We had 9s. A couple of niggas may have a 4.5. Couple niggas may have a 4.5. 1 or 2 niggas had 40s. Imagine coming in the house and seeing your son with a baby Draco sitting on his bed. Nigga.
Yeah, the best it got back then was probably like a Jamal's bird.
The best, and that was something you got from an old head nigga sold you that. Old head crackhead sold you that because he needed to
sawed off or something.
Nigga, if a nigga had an AK in the hood as a youngin', you know what I'm saying? You was on different level. You was already out there. But now, the stuff that, we used to dream, and I don't mean to say this like I'm what they call it? Glorifying. I don't mean to say this like I'm glorifying violence or guns, but youngins would dream of owning an automatic gun when we was young. Now, you ain't a cool kid if you don't got a switch on your gun. This shit is crazy. The first time I heard a switch go off in DC, I was like, damn, they fucked our hood up. We about to have that in the city now. I remember saying that. I was like, damn, they done fucked our hood up. We about to have that in the city.
Headshot and also taking the cross off his face from his cross tattoo on the left side of his face. Eyes of TSMG Trigger Man. Going as far saying he got hit in his head from his headshot and also taking the cross off his face from his cross tattoo on the left side of his face.
Hey, fuck bitch, I'm going fed. Her Diddy got popped in the neck and the head. Nigga be soft in the tissue like 10 out of car in the paw. He got hit in his head. That trigger ain't dead in his head. That trigger ain't dead, but I think he dead. Only one put the little bitch in his bed.
And at this point,
what's up, sis? I'm glad you in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably stay on for a little while. Another thing, this why I always say this about Chicago and how they influenced everything, man. You hear how these niggas is rapping? What happened to dream rap, manifestation rap? I want a car with 20s on it, so I'm about to make a couple songs about cars with 20s on it. You know what I'm saying? Now niggas just make straight. This music suck, first of all. If nobody don't be in there with y'all that fuck with y'all enough to say, hey, bro, that song suck. These niggas suck. I can't think of one new nigga out right now. Why you think YB got shit on lock? He has no competition. Who's there for him to go against? Everybody suck. I'm just being honest. If it's not one of the higher up type rappers, Drake, the Kendrick, all them type niggas, these niggas suck. They still manifesting. They just manifesting all the. Hey, they manifesting all the bullshit they go through. The death, the keep spinning circle. Man, head, you gotta learn about energy, man. Once you know what
Not
you're
only
talking
did these two have the
speaking into
attention of
existence
the
on yourself.
opposition, they also gained new fans from allegedly living their raps, but they also gained the attention of local authorities. And they also gave every B-roll person who was in this video a target on their back. But shortly after, TSMG will have revenge. 41st AJ will lose his life, following by White Boy Spin. And not only did White Boy Spin lose his life, but Lil Quay will later lose his life. The man identified as taking the shot at TSMG Trigger Man by White Boy Spin in the song Smacking and Spinning. Just a month after that video was released, 41st AJ would take his last breath, becoming the 91st homicide victim in Birmingham that year. It was August 13th, 2022. A barrage of gunfire erupted just before 6 p.m. Friday at a Shell gas station.
You know what I be wondering? The way the youngins over here kill each other and stuff. I kind of be wondering this, right? In America, we have been tricked into thinking that shit is really bad over here. And it's bad. It could be bad because of what we've been tricked to think. But outside of America, it's places that have 1,000, 1,500 murders a year. I want to know if we took 10 of the wildest YNs from each state, right? And put them in a community in one of them places like the favelas. How long you think they'd survive?
They wouldn't, because they're not ever going to speak the language. Niggas just not going to give a fuck about none of that. Or throw their ass in the back of a motherfucking
off the side of the mountain,
300-pound pickup. And your ass gonna be in the jungle somewhere.
Man,
if you make it there, you might just hop out spray at.
I wonder if they should really take people that be having, like, okay, this Damien Mcdaniels guy, right? You have the capacity to do these type of killings. You have no remorse. He need to be somewhere fighting in a war with an ankle monitor. Oh, put a little chip in his brain. If your ass don't report back, we gonna blow you up, nigga. But you over here. This is your prison. Take care of these assassinations for us, because you obviously have the skill and the mental capacity for this shit.
In the 4000 block of Messer Airport Highway, a gas station where 41st was known to hang. And at this point, it was a lot of back and forth. It was war between TSMG and 41st. White Boy Spin was allegedly connected to multiple bodies, and two of them was two innocent females at the wrong place at the wrong time. And I don't even want to say at the wrong place at the wrong time, like they don't deserve to go out and hang out, because people want to take their war and shoot up innocent people.
Now,
yeah, man, that's
developing at this hour, Birmingham police looking for the people who shot 5 others at a nightclub this morning, including 2 women who were pronounced dead at UAB Hospital.
Officers believe those 2 women, who are mothers, named Markesia Atkins and Shavita Willis, were innocent bystanders. But the story doesn't end there. Olivia Calmes has more on what police are calling an increase in brazen crime in our community.
Unheard of. That's the word Birmingham police is using to describe this double shooting. One shooting is hard enough to swallow, but now we're learning those suspects followed the victims to the hospital where they were shot at again. Now police are looking for those suspects. Again, those shootings happened in 2 locations, one near a nightclub on 5th Avenue North, and then again outside the UAB hospital where those 2 women went to seek care. Police believe the gunfire stemmed from a targeted attack, but many of the victims who were struck by gunfire appear to have been bystanders. Now, no one else was injured in that second shooting, but both of the victims' car and the UAB police car were shot at outside of the hospital emergency room door. The fact that the shooting continued to the hospital and
not only will they shoot up the funerals, they will also shoot up the hospital. This shit is crazy, bro.
Bro, the police car at the hospital outside the emergency
That's what got shot up.
It's wild.
Yeah, these people is crazy, man. Say, I know Albanian dude that'll shut up all types of shit down. You right here in the States, there's ones that shut up. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? But we've been tricked to think that we either the baddest or we going through the worst. 2496677. What number was that?
Whoever they just put it all on the net.
Just saying on the Mom Duke's name and shit. That's the only other. Yeah, my bad. Hold on, my bad. That's my bad. Let me cut the video back up. I got
Clean sight. That's why police say this is extremely alarming for Birmingham.
From everything that I've seen on social media, they were mothers who were just trying to go out and have a good time Labor Day weekend. And for somebody to open
this nigga look like Abraham Lincoln, long lost ass cousin and shit.
Fire on whoever, you ended up killing two completely innocent mothers who had nothing to do from it. And we'd say all the time how many innocent victims get caught in the crossfire during senseless violence. And this morning, it just epitomizes that.
Of those injured, one man is now fighting for his life at the hospital tonight. Police say if you have any information, give them a call because they believe these suspects could be a danger to the public. In Birmingham, Oliviana Calmes, WBRC, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Birmingham's police chief also addressing the shooting in a statement earlier today. He says in part, quote, 2 families were destroyed and 3.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And this ain't even the shit that the nigga Damien did. This just some other shit. But who shoots up the police car at the hospital, bro?
That's some crazy ass shit. I ain't never even heard of shit like
that. That nigga is a savage, bro. Like this. What I be saying is we live with stuff like this though.
But you gotta think about it though. They get away with that type of stuff because they in the environment in cities and areas where it's like more land and space than authorities. You know what I'm saying? You shoot up a hospital in DC, nigga, like nigga, the fucking military is on your dumb ass, boy. You're not going nowhere. You're not getting away. Motherfucking, you can shoot up the hospital in Southeast. You're not getting away, bro. That shit is just crazy.
The fact that they got
down
away with it though.
Down there, think about it. The hospital probably in the middle of the fucking nowhere. Fucking that probably was
3 other
police
victims.
in 3 miles.
Will have to live with the scars of this senseless violence for the rest of their lives. The vast majority of our citizens want a safer Birmingham and better Birmingham, yet we continue to have a small group who can only resolve conflict.
But nonetheless, we briefly mentioned why white boy Spin lost his life.
Where was the helicopters?
Exactly.
Where was the helicopters?
See, I feel like they do it to get attention, not because they won't get attention. So it's like after they do something like that, then it's in a rap song, then they reenacting it in a video, then they throwing little stupid subliminals online. Yeah, man, you see how the police car was, and the police like, how the fuck you know how the police car was? You know what I'm saying?
Got him.
So I think they do that shit because they want the attention.
As mentioned, I'll leave the link in the bio. But on December 2nd, 2023, white boy Spin was gunned down after being shot up, being spotted in a red Honda Accord. As mentioned in the previous.
Mo, look at the door. Put big dumbass bullet holes in that joint. I just said that should be. That's a 40. Nah, that's probably AR or something.
Nah, the bullets would have been skinnier. They're not smaller holes.
Boom. They hit that joint with a switch. Look how erratic it is. Door, windows, y'all. Switch.
That nigga got switched down.
This video, his demise was recorded like it was planned. Not to mention, it was over 30 shots let off just on his side of the car, which made people from his hood.
Hey, I don't mean to laugh, rest in peace, but hold up, bro. They came to finish his ass. 30 shots on his side.
As mentioned in the previous video, his demise was recorded like it was planned. Not to mention, it was over 30 shots let off just on his side of the car, which made people from his hood believe that the person he was riding with set him up. Maybe true, maybe not. The guy he was riding with had went to Facebook and said he was shot and that he wouldn't do such a thing. But none of
Youngest, look, fuck nigga, I got shot too. I was just about to say, youngest in this era don't really see themselves living past a certain age. You could tell by how they take the drugs they take. You could tell by how they act outside in the public. You could tell by the shit they find funny.
They're not thinking about their future.
Yeah, they don't care about.
They don't care about long term nothing.
They don't see themselves.
he was gunned down just months after, later identified as BJ McNeil. And when White Boy Spin lost his life and rumors was going around that he was allegedly responsible for those two girls losing their lives, a man was speaking up for him. A man who's now incarcerated, arrested for murder, allegedly being one of the several suspects who shot a man on camera, taking his belongings, pistol whipping him, dragging him, and trying to shoot everyone he was with. He was also seen on the highly anticipated documentary based out of Birmingham, Alabama, with the serial killer, Damien Mcdaniels. And the person taking up for White Boy Spin was a guy named Petey, real name Naquan Lawler.
No more, I've been upping that shit. I've been having that shit. That shit, little shit. That little shit you be upping on my baby. Go to that nigga Facebook. Who got a phone?
Real name Naquan Lawler.
No more, I've been upping.
Based out of Birmingham, Alabama, with the serial killer, Damien McDaniels. And the person taking up for White Boy Spin was a guy named Petey, real name Naquan Lawler.
No more, I've been upping that shit. I've been having that shit. That shit, little shit. That little shit you be upping on my baby. Go to that nigga Facebook. Who got a phone? Fool, you just had $300 on the floor. On my baby, you just had $300 on the floor. Embarrass him. You just had $300 on the floor, fool. You talking about some money, fool.
on that church. I remember them days having all that street money and nothing to show for. Niggas love having that money and nothing.
Niggas ain't even beefing with you and you ain't got shit but 300, nigga.
300.
Let's do it. On my baby, look at this. Who ain't got
300?
Niggas spend that shit at the food store. Let's do it. On my baby, look at this. Who ain't got $300 on the floor?
Cry, listen to him. He on that whole Harley.
What the money? What the money pitch at? Oh no, it does some.
He on that whole finna cry.
He talking about come get my Glock back, come get my stick back. You stole it. And if that was me, I wouldn't even left on my back. I would have sat on a nigga for 12 hours on my children. If I knew a nigga was sitting on me, I would have. If I knew a nigga was sitting on me, bitch, I wouldn't even. Niggas was sitting on me. Niggas were really sitting on me, fool. Niggas had me in their palms like this. Niggas had me in their palm like this on my baby. Nigga could have rioted, got me. You hear me? Niggas not on that on my baby. If I see you, I'm gonna sit on your ass for 12 hours if I have to, nigga, on my children. You talking about? And then his little pot.
So that's what I mean when I say they don't see that stuff wrong. Oh, the type of shit you stamp on your children, like, okay, if we got a man that was super savage and he was street and he passed away, if it's some street shit, we stamping it on him. If it's some serious shit, I'm stamping it on, you know what I'm saying, the kids. But the stamp that I'm gonna kill you on my kids is diabolical to me. At this age, if you not really about to go slide and spank that man, no homo, on your kids.
On my kids.
I'm talking about, his little partner talking about, oh yeah, we was sitting on that nigga Peter. We had to leave though, cause we were hungry. We got something to eat.
Shortly after, in October 2024, not only was Damien McDaniels arrested, but also Petey for murder. He was one of 4 people who was arrested for drug trafficking. Now, Petey was responsible for a homicide on the 81st Place South.
Oh, so it's the nigga with the dreads.
That happened less than 24 hours after the mass shooting at 5 Point South. That, according to Birmingham police, his good friend, Damien McDaniels, was responsible for. Another person.
This is what I mean by the nigga being crazy, bro. They not saying Damien and 3-4 other niggas did it. They're saying he's responsible for doing that. That's crazy shit. Like, yeah, we know he's the one who did it.
Person he was arrested with was Xavier Brandon Clark. But it seemed he just came home. Because less than 48 hours ago from me doing this video, he dropped a music video called Jeezy Flow. now go by the rap stage name, Paper Chasing Zay. And in his lyrics and Jeezy flow, he's repping the West Side. And he also shouting out Petey, saying free Petey, that's his boy, and he rocking with him.
Bumping that west shit. My whole gang, we been lit. Licking rich by 4 bricks. I did not go through the city. 1, 2, 3, that's that tough shit. See Lil Petey, he stop shit. By that bag, he score shit.
And at that point, despite whatever he had going on, as a husband, a father, a son, a brother, he put gasoline on fire and made himself a target by standing up for somebody with so many enemies. In less than 48 hours.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga killed. That's the 48 hours after this song, he probably got spanked. What he gonna say? Let me let him finish.
Hours later, Paper Chasing Zay would lose his life. It was Thursday night, October 9th.
And that's what I'm about to say.
2 days.
Okay. Hoods be small when certain stuff going on. And for a guy to do 14 bodies in 11 months, right? The hood know who he is. For you to get on YouTube, like you under his wing, you his right-hand man. If you ain't really about that, if you're not moving around like that every single day, you just put the biggest target in your city on your back. 14 families on one side, 18 families on the other. That's 35 different families that's looking for you or that man. You don't think somebody gonna catch up to you? 35 different families, man.
It's one cloud.
I'd have had my face mask on in that video, nigga. You got me plugged up.
In 2025, Paper Chasing Zay had just pulled up home on the 1100 block of Greymont Avenue West when suddenly shots had rained out. According to reports, at around 11:35 p.m., officers arrived at his home and discovered him shot inside his vehicle in the driveway. He was just 28 years old. He was DOA, made every victim of this story. Rest in.
No, I'm getting old, man. When I be hearing young niggas get killed that age, I be like, dang, he young nigga.
Peace and love and condolences to their family.
I've got some sad breaking news here. Medical examiners have just identified the man killed in a homicide on Greymont Avenue West as 28-year-old Xavier Clark. They say it happened.
He wasn't on the playground when we was on the playground. We was on the playground. He was on a walk or something. You nigga. You'd been like, hey, you gotta roll out while we do this right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us.
Happened last night just after 11:30 p.m. That's when officers arrived. They found an unresponsive man with gunshot wounds in a car in the driveway of a home. They say at least 2 cars.
That nigga's an oak now, man. Darn. It's kind of tough.
Cars were towed. You could see them being towed there. There's a white car that was taken away from the premises and a black car. And it's unclear which car he was sitting in, but officers say multiple shots were fired in the area. So far, no one is in custody, but they do say that this is a very populated area and they're asking anyone with surveillance footage or if you know anything to give them a call. Call 911.
Man.
Or Crime Stoppers. At the First Alert Desk.
Man, listen. Whoever hanging with them niggas is some brave souls, man. Because, like I said, if you ain't about that life, don't be hanging with them. Them niggas got it coming. What's up, Brody? How you? We are fitting to in this joint start another one. I got like 2 more topics I want to do tonight, so might be right back on. Me a second.